Almost.
No, no question. No reason.
Can I try to decipher this language? When I'm looking at, I'm like, what are you talking about?
You could probably try doing that over your rest. It's not something that you could just like look at.
Yeah, I know. If I know Sylvan, is there any similarities?
Not quite.
Okay. Well, I want to go to the roof with the spyglass and try to spot Wave Echo Cave. Using the map.
Using the map and the spyglass. I just realized what a spyglass is. Huh. I thought it was just like a monocle. Anyway.
No, it's like...
As a telescope.
Using the spyglass and its little cracks, you can sort of spot like the general location where Wave Echo Cave is, and you can see that it's probably like almost a day or two away.
Can I spend about 10 minutes with a notepad and the spyglass trying to see if I can see any infantry or any sort of people in this area headed to or from Wave Echo Cave?
Roll me a perception.
Not necessarily people.
Who wants to help me?
I mean, I'm up.
I will.
Right.
Yeah.
16 plus 4.
So all of you taking turns with this.
Good job, Noga.
I kind of get my long ass arms to go like.
You'd be able to make this rough outline, and at one point,
Yeah, now you do.
you get this. You see something odd, and it's hard to exactly tell, but you see a wagon pull up to Wave Echo Cave.
Alright.
Or at least a general location. You can see this wagon heading there. And given the distance, you can't really tell what's on it, but you do see a couple of figures. You think that they might be loading off supplies and are likely aware of the location pretty easily. Which is definitely odd considering the only persons who've known about the cave this whole time, well, has been, as far as people have been aware, Gundry and his brothers.
Is there any way to determine what race they are? It's kind of far.
Roll me an investigation check at disadvantage.
No. No. That's a 4 and a 3.
Yeah, looking, it's blobs.
Damn,
But you can tell
spyglass.
someone is there.
Maybe they're planning a supplies party for someone's birthday.
Or a surprise attack.
Or it's the black spider. Or worse. I don't think it. I can't tell if it's drow or not. I don't think so. I don't know what it is, but it is.
Did we have anything planned that we were going to do after?
Do you want anyone else? Hey,
Yeah,
do you
so
want
if
anyone
that's-
else to look through the spyglass to try and figure this out?
I'm gonna give it to you guys while you do that, and I am gonna call for radical. I'm gonna speak a raven to this damn thing.
So you call, you hear like, but this time when you hear the call, it sounds different, as if someone's yelling call. But then it suddenly switches back to sounding like a normal call.
What the
As you see a bird flop up and
investigate?
Yeah.
Plus 4?
You're starting to get more and more a feeling that Radical is probably a lot like you.
Oh, I see. I guess yes. And I'm gonna write a message to Glassstaff. Yes, I'm gonna write Glassstaff. We're going to Wave Echo Cave. Meet us there if you do want to help us there. Yeah, and I'm gonna give it to the Raven and say, good luck. Hopefully we don't get betrayed.
Cool.
Hopefully most of us are still alive.
I'm gonna go to Slyth.
The funny dad. The funny.
I'm just gonna be like, I don't remember why, but I remember saying that I was gonna give you money. So, just take this. And he just takes out a sack full of 200 GP. It's just like, I said I owed you that much, so here you go.
She looks at it and doesn't really have much of a words, and just like gives a respectful nod.
Congratulations, you didn't die.
I'm gonna look through the spyglass, see if I can see anything.
No.
No.
No, I'm holding it backwards. It's so far away!
You look through it, and then you see Radical's face pop up.
Give me my goddamn spyglass back. I'm gonna look through it and it was investigation.
Yeah.
18.
It's at disadvantage, I should have mentioned, because of the distance.
So that was 14.
1.
No, 4. 8.
It's mostly blobs, but the most you can tell that there is a wagon likely heading towards the Wayback Cave.
But 2.
I'm handing you the.
Oh.
Or you went with her, didn't you?
I mean, yeah,
Hand it to Bo.
I mean, I can take.
That's the only one that hasn't looked through it yet to try and see if he sees anything.
Investigation at disadvantage.
Do your double 20 again.
Are you guys still like close by?
I mean, yeah, we're all on the roof.
Oh, okay. So 10.
16.
10, it's at
Oh,
disadvantage.
10, yeah.
What's his investigation?
Investigation 0, I think.
You poked yourself in the eye.
Yeah.
And it's definitely a wagon. There keeps being a giant raven that keeps flying around. And you realize it's just Radical being very annoying while holding a letter in its mouth.
And then hands it to
Good job,
Noga.
Radical.
Alright.
Doing very well.
I'm gonna throw a rock
See
out.
if I know how to use this.
No!
Grabs
I whip
your
the rock
hand.
out of the air.
Don't throw it at the poor bird. He's a good birdie.
I whip that bunch out of the air.
No,
Fuck you.
Noga puts the thing up to his shrew. It's a disadvantage.
His
Yeah.
googly eye.
Wait, I
I think I know
can't.
what I'm doing.
I can't even grab a rock.
That's a 6. Guys, I just realized I can't see out of this thing effectively.
He doesn't have eyes.
Well, I have eyes.
You're thinking of
Googly
potatoes,
eye.
not
You're
mushrooms.
right. I had to get rid of it. Like, he got rid of his arms. It was a sad sight.
They almost grew back. They're almost back. Now I can do the Macarena with them. Dun, 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 dun,
Wait,
dun,
hold
dun,
on,
dun.
Bunny. Give me a googly eye now.
I'm in pain.
At this point, you would see that
He
the
gives him
cloud-
one big, like, minion googly eye.
Ah!
Maybe this one.
But boy,
I'm gonna put on googly eye.
No!
So,
banana.
Will I get any sort of reach?
no.
Oh.
So you would see that the cloud that is currently over Ice Peak begins to fold off. You can see that it's about to reach evening. And you do see that as the cloud folds off, the bridge is intact. It just has a massive scorch mark on it.
At least he's shit at his job.
Can I use
We
the
are
spyglass
brothers.
to look at the mountain pass we're about to go back down?
Does it?
Sure.
Does the
8.
bridge look like we could actually it would hold our weight?
You looking down the mountain pass,
So it's
at the
12.
very bottom, you see a bunch of dots just starting in like these things moving around.
Either those are the orcs at the bottom of the pass, or there's something we don't want to deal with. I hope you don't cause any problems when they realize.
I say we throw him over and see if he can figure it out.
Alright,
Whoa!
Can I see any other ways down the mountain that are outside of this area?
So like most properly made castles and fortresses, this one's incredibly well made because it forces you to enter from one side. But also, like most of the same things, they're not exactly made for leaving out one. There's only one way up and one way down.
It's like the Brandon
What about the
Mall.
bottom of the mountain where it can get shallower?
With the way, because this mountain's like a very much a peak with like two peaks that
Jacket.
are up. It's too
He's jacking?
it's
Jacket.
a bit too steep to really climb down effectively.
So what
Gotcha.
we do instead.
So unfortunately, you
We're
people
the
who
people
are
that
encumbered by
driving.
legs. We will have to travel down the path.
Well, or we improvise.
We're good at
We
that.
don't have enough rope to descend an entire
Well, I
mountain.
mean, I was gonna say like take a shield slide.
Hell yeah, that'd be fun.
I still have my shield. I don't know what
Zefsys first.
I have a shield.
I'll ride Zepsys.
Yes! What
We'll
are you
use
doing?
Zepsys as a shield.
I mean,
Please don't. Please don't. You will die.
I'll go with him.
Are you insane?
When
You will all die.
It's my idea.
It is a cliff. I point down to where everyone fell and died.
Okay, but here's the thing: we're not falling. We're sliding.
We're
Down
falling
the
with
cliff.
we're falling with style.
Alright, I don't know what his idea is.
Snowboarding down the hill on Zepsys is my snowboard.
I-
Falling
Just
isn't
stop
deadly
talking,
unless you
okay?
hit the ground.
Can we
I'm at 6 hit points. I'm like ready to rock.
take a short rest?
If you would like to take a short rest, you can tell that you have. It is probably safe enough to get a long rest. But you can take a short rest if you'd like.
I'd rather take a short rest.
Does the
and,
long
not
rest give
get
us
ambushed.
back all of our hit points?
Yeah, long rest recovers all your
It
abilities. and hit
recovers
points.
everything.
The
Keep
let's.
that way back. Okay, we could long rest on the way.
So short rest.
Short rest.
If I'm
here,
gonna- if
long
I'm-
rest on the way.
If I'm taking a toboggan down the mountain,
I don't think
Oh
that
my
might-
god.
I think that because of people, we're not going to.
You do not have wings. If you fuck up, you cannot save yourself.
here, I'll describe how I'm going to do it. So, I'm going to get on the shield. I'm going to roll down there, mushroom on my back, and this is how it'll go.
I'm not going on your back. What?
Do you have a like a drag chute or something?
I never said we were going down together.
We don't have enough
What?
shields.
I'm not going
let's
down
just-
on
Well,
your
do you
back.
think there's some shields up in the armory?
Oh
There
my
is shields in
god.
the armory.
But
Huh?
my
There
wishbone
is
was that
shields
you
in
would
the
go with me.
I'm gonna grab speed card and say, do not join them. They will die.
But it does sound kind of fun, Lobizona.
They will die.
It sounds like.
What about the trees?
Snack?
I don't think I want to eat a roach.
Fine.
Yeah, no, once they hit the trees, they'll probably get impaled just a little bit, but
We won't.
If we make
I
it.
will live.
I look down from the roof to the cliff side of the mountain. How steep is this? How bad is this descent?
Secret.
Double black diamond.
It's roughly, it's vertical at some areas, large pits of snow and sharp trees
Is
that
it snow?
could avalanche. There's jagged rocks, areas that curve upwards that might launch you into the air.
Wait, doesn't Speed Cart have a portal to like do shit?
Sepsis.
What?
We'll see how
Don't you have like a
sepsis
portal
fares.
to like?
Oh, yeah, my portal is only 80 feet.
Let me look at the snow.
But
and it
if-
only is good enough for a hand to go through.
How is the snow on the slopes? Are there any runoffs where you could ski?
It's probably not fit for skiing.
I could
or-
get 2 swords.
See, now you understand.
It sounds fun,
I'm
right?
saying this has a lot more control than a sled. However, I'm not going to do this even if I have a failsafe. Unlike you guys.
Well, maybe.
But
some
if he
of
can
us-
reach 80 feet ahead, you can reach through and like
Okay,
push
but
you in the right
think about
direction.
how
I'm really weak.
Listen, my legs aren't long like these guys. I would be faster flying down a mountain.
Wait, what's the hurry to get down the mountain? If I made it down all by myself, what am I going to do then?
Wait.
I mean, that's why you wouldn't go by yourself.
So wait, I survived death for the first time today, and then I have to wait for you guys. No.
Well, I mean, that was supposing you went by yourself.
Well, you said you didn't want to go with me.
I mean, I have my own shield, is what I was saying.
Hey, cowboy, you want to go? Get it, cowboy? Huh? Oh. Roach?
Hey, is the path covered in snow?
The path is
Packed snow?
the path is very packed snow and rock. A lot of the snow has already been like pushed off though because you guys and the others have already traveled on it.
Yeah, man, I wanted to go skiing down the path. It's a ski run.
If anything, the path would be the safest thing to try tobogganing or skiing.
It would be a
down.
fast way to get down.
It would be very fast, and you would barrel through anyone trying to come up. However, one mess up, and you will be going off the side of the mountain.
So, what is the maximum speed we could go to, keep control of ourselves without getting disadvantage? Given we probably all don't have proficiency in the skiing skill.
Improvised land vehicle? I don't think anyone here is proficient with land vehicles.
Actually, that might be. No.
Give me a
that's not
second, I'll write
relevant.
it in.
That's not how it works.
Vehicles. Plus 4. You wrote this out for me.
So would you like to take a short rest? Take an hour to sort of just like recuperate?
I'm going to study the book, and then I'm going to get 2 swords from the armory.
Yeah. Short rest.
Alright, so for a short rest, you can roll up to so for your hit dice, you have 4d12, so you
I
can
have
roll
40-10, yes.
You can basically roll those as dice, and that's how much HP you get back.
Fuck yes.
What do I regain on a short rest for spells? All of them, or?
Yeah, because you're a warlock, you gain all your spells back.
Alright, I gain...
Oh, yes. 27, 30.
You gain 30 health back, plus your constitution modifier 4 times.
30...
So D12?
38, so do I get more than my max hit points?
No. You only get up to your max.
Alright, I'm ready to die then.
D12 is this funky boy.
Oh, damn.
And you can roll, for each of those you have plus 4 to your constitution modifier.
I am up to regular strength.
I'll take Justin's, I don't care.
Alright. So, did you do your short rest rolls?
Yes.
Alright, now that...
32.
So,
36.
during your rest, I will start with Noga. One thing that you all do notice is sort of like at the beginning, because short rests typically are like an hour to 2 hour period. One thing that Noga and all of you notice immediately is that Celine basically walks to the stables. You see her walk across the bridge, and then grab up the 4 horses that her friends all had. She just takes her horse and then goes down the mountain. So you can just see that, yeah, she just left.
Bye, Celine. Do want to stay.
Radical would fly off with a note to give to Glassstaff.
Yeah.
And you notice that as Radical flies, it sort of wobble back and forth because from this thing, Radical doesn't look like it. Radical seems to fly like someone who barely understands how flying works.
Can I, before that note gets sent off, set up one more thing? Right, one more thing. I want to write, I've also spotted from the hold up here in the castle that there are people outside of Wave Echo Cave in wagons who seem to know the location already and are loading and unloading equipment. So be cautious when we get there.
And what was the first part of that? The first part of the note? My brain blinked.
I'm telling Glassstaff that we're going to Wave Echo Cave if you wanted to come help and see the magic forge and get, a share of the loot.
No, you don't share the loot.
If he helps.
It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, Steven.
So, no, what would you like to do during your short rest? As you're rejuvenating your mushroomness.
Healing.
Doing a small Macarena.
On top of the building doing the Macarena. Thank you. Might as well go look at these horses. This party's never seen a horse before.
Looking at these 3 horses,
See camels.
they all have these emblems that are crudely crafted. You can tell that they're handcrafted emblems of reapers with scythes that are on like a coin that's like about this big, made of iron. And you can tell like this is the Stone Cold Reaper emblem, and each horse has a name on it.
What are the names?
You have Flutter, Twilight, and Rain.
Is there an all black horse?
No.
The horse's patterns. One looks has like that cow pattern. One is a majestic white horse, and one is your standard like spirit brown horse.
Mm-hmm.
And which ones do the name of white?
Flutter is the brown one. Twilight is the black and white one, and Rain is the white one.
Let's see. These are interesting horses.
Weird names too.
Huh?
Kind of like weird names too.
Yeah, who calls a horse Rain?
I don't know.
And who names a horse Twilight?
I bet they have a good dash.
Kind of like rain.
I kind of want Twilight.
Flutter.
Just for the colors. Black and white
You
horse.
monster.
Yeah, a little bit.
He can run.
Whoa!
He can run.
Oh,
He can run.
stand
guessing
and
they're
fight.
from
I
My
don't
Little
run.
Pony.
The no
Yeah.
the
That's how it is.
I mean, I stand and die.
I've seen a little bit. I have a daughter.
You don't stand. You literally lay down and die.
They want a rainbow
but-
dash.
Yeah, so no, you're able to tell. Like,
Rainbow smash.
they're they're really well taken care of horses. They have saddlebags with some rations in them, some extra small supplies. You would notice that in Rain's pack is some you find this kit of steampunky cogs
I told you, Rain.
and this sketch of Victory.
Oh no, it's that guy.
Can I roll a history check on the victory?
Yeah, you can roll a history on Victory.
Raven, listen in, please.
That's going to be a
18.
dirty 20.
So, you know Victory is the hero of Butterbarrow, a construct made just before the Second Great War, and is the reason that the great trade city of Butterbarrow is still around. And even during this crisis that happened, known as the Darkest Day, there's all sorts of legends about Victory coming back and helping fight against the evils of that time period. This impossible defeat Goliath construct of immense power.
I wonder why they have a picture of this guy.
Do
Gonna take like a random cog, play around with it.
have hands?
I've never seen one of these before.
It's a cog.
Spin, spin.
He's trying to cognitate what it is. Cognition.
Like, what does it do?
So you spend some time with the horses, you get them kind of acquainted. And yeah, the horses, you tell that you can definitely take these horses and speed up your travel a lot. Especially now that you don't have a Carnosaurus.
Yeah.
Bunny, what would you like to be doing during your short rest?
We're taking another short rest.
Wake up. Wake up. Wake up.
I'm gonna
Wake up. I want coffee.
walk over to the horses with Noga,
Alright.
and I want to start trying to bond to Rain.
Alright. You
Spending time with Rain, as I like the majestic white horse. I love horses.
They have a robot in their pouch.
can also find a toy of Victory that's made out of straw.
Are these cogs from Victory? That says property of Victory on
One of
them
the
somehow?
cogs has a tag on it that says Authentic Victory Cog.
Noga's
shit.
just sitting there playing with it.
It's made by Blinsky.
You said this guy was some big hero, right?
Oh, he's a really big hero. He's the hero of a whole entire butter place.
That's pretty fucking cool.
No Blinsky, no good.
These were inside
Oh
him.
my fucking god, Mega.
Yeah.
I like butter.
Butterfly.
Yeah, apparently this was inside of him somehow.
Thanks. I'm from Butterface. Not anyone else.
You're from Butter Place?
That's right.
Bunny just goes straight face. You can just imagine that that's what she said. Alright. Some sort of really raunchy thing that Bunny would say, but he's learning to filter things.
But yeah, these are the horses.
Yeah, I like Rain. If it's not opposed to anybody, I'd like to have Rain as my horse. Try to bond with her.
I wasn't taking dibs, so take whatever horse you want.
Hell yeah.
Do
And
what
I'd
you want to do.
begin to brush and
I'll
pat.
probably ride with Noga.
Talk
or
to Rain.
Zefsys.
Ride with me.
So yeah, you joined
No, I'm riding. I'm driving.
with the horses. Bo, what would you like to do over your short rest?
Try and bond with Twilight.
All right, you
I want
joined.
to change his name.
You don't even need a horse.
Okay.
You do
You are a
remember
horse.
that the fire does need to be
I'm not
lit.
a horse. I'm
You have to light the fire.
If you want your bell.
You can just quickly go run over, throw a torch at it, then run down with the horses.
yeah, I'll just do it for you and just run down.
I'm gonna.
You can all see this big
I'm gonna
signal
stand
beacon
next
at
to
the
it.
top of this light up, some smoke beginning to rise. And you wanted to bond with which horse?
Twilight.
Twilight.
All right.
I want to change his name so bad.
Twilight's not bad.
I don't like its name.
Cow.
Yeah.
How fitting.
Moo.
I'll name it Bo.
His name's Bo Moo.
No, I'll name it Moo Moo.
Mo. Oh, we got Bo Mo.
Homo.
Zefsys, what would you like to do?
Hobo.
No, go.
I'm gonna ask Bo if I can stand next to his fire.
No. Yeah, sure.
What are you going to do?
Alright, Zefsys, yours.
And anyhow, also I'm gonna practice swinging my new club.
Alright, roll me a swing with it.
Oh God,
I'm not gonna hit anything.
Yeah, roll me a practice swing with it. So, Zefsys, you are holding this club, you're swinging it at the fire, trying to fight the fire or something. And you're like doing this traditional bugbear hero dance.
Macarena like fighting style.
The Macarena bugbear fighting style. You have long arms.
My
so
arms
it
are
looks
working
kinda funny.
again.
You discover your arms.
The bugbear who finally discovered
And
himself.
as you are standing there on the lit fire towards the end of the rest, you can see that up the mountain path, you just see a line of orcs walking up the mountain pass towards sort of the end of the rest.
They better be getting you that
Did
bad.
Did all the orcs think I was an orc, or was that just Charlie?
All the orcs
convinced
from
the-
that shrine.
Yeah, you convinced the king.
You
So
convinced
then
their
remember.
chief that you're an orc. So hopefully that keeps up.
Remember, spit on the toes.
Yes, thank you.
And Lobizona, what would you do?
What I like to do? Alright, I know exactly what I'd like to do. Lobizona is going to sit in the light, whatever she can, from the skylight or perhaps the fire nearby, and she's going to study the book. As much as she can, and take notes on it.
Go ahead and give me an investigation as you begin to flip through the pages more properly this time instead of spontaneously page to page. Wow, big book, big diamond.
18.
Looking through it, you do find a couple of various interesting things. Particularly, there's a few pages that are marked. There's a really small scratch on it that it's like maybe like 3 fingers, just like. So it's a really, and it's not like a big scratch. It's.
Would I recognize this track?
Roll me a nature.
12 plus 4, that's going to be 16.
From the way it is, you can tell it's definitely of a reptile nature of a scratch.
Reptile.
And studying the book, you learn that Bo Gentle is,
How big is this? Small?
yeah, small.
Not dragon.
Not dragon.
Okay, not the book dragon.
Lizard folk.
You are able to tell from the book that Bo Gentle was a human who was traveling the lands of Sephiria, sort of just trying to find forgotten knowledges, ancient temples, old spells. And you notice that a lot of these spells, or the pages where these spells would be, have been ripped out of this book. So you can tell there's a few pages missing. Then there's another few pages where there's check marks on it, and small notes written in Draconic.
Can't read your chronic.
I can read the Draconic ability.
Bunny, get over
I
here.
think. Oh wait, no,
Bunny,
it might
get
not
the
be
li-
this character. I don't remember.
Oh, dwarf. You have dwarf.
Dwarven. My bad. Never mind. I'm retarded.
Anyone know Draconic?
You know Draconic?
Nope.
No, I only have common, minotaur, and undercommon.
Minotaurs have their own language.
I have my
Ooga
own.
ooga.
I have my own language as a language. What is it? Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
But it's Draconic.
Uh,
So dragons wrote it.
Some of the more interesting pages you notice that really peek out, because you can tell that if the legends of Bo Gentle are real and if this book is legit, then that means all these places of myth and all these items described in the book are indeed real things. The first thing that really peeks out is there is a legend of these life lilies, which life lilies are known by almost everyone across the world as this miracle flower that only grows once every couple hundred years, and when it does, its nectar, some say it can revive someone from the dead, others say you can use it to gain immortality. One of the things in the book describes the location, a place called Goldwater Cave, which is on this island, far out in the sea, but only you can tell that on the map, it's right off the Sword Coast. so it's not too far of an island away. And another few other things of note to that, you also find a few various things, a location of a ancient pyramid in a jungle that says it's home to the jungle god, and describes this green monster with a skull for a face. There is the descriptions of a first-hand account of Bogentle witnessing this dark cathedral get seemingly ripped out of this realm and falling into another. And the other thing, one of the most notable pages in this book that has a lot of writing in Draconic, a ton of notes, and even a small bloodied reptilian print, almost like a thumb that was on the page as it was holding it. You can tell this page is the most studied thing in the entire book, and the top of it reads, "The Fear Conduit."
Alright, I'm listening.
And what it reads about from Bogentle, because you don't know the Draconic notes, but what you can get from the legends that is written from Bogentle, the Fear Conduit is essentially the other hand of Talith, where the god of invention, in order to help stop Talith and imprison him, he teamed up with the god of the Nightmare Realm, as Talith was trying to take over the Nightmare Realm to spread darkness into the minds of everyone. In an epic battle, the god of technology, Akka, created this device, this conduit, to try to sort of trap and suck away the power of Talith. And however, the device began to malfunction, and eventually the hand of Talith was severed in this battle, flew off, and then got stuck to the conduit, creating this horrifying machine with the god's hand ripped out of it. And it's said that this device has the power to sort of shed darkness wherever it goes and bring absolute fear into people. And the wielder of it basically has the power of Talith in their control. Talith, meanwhile, is banished into the prison of shadows.
Question.
Answer.
So have I seen anything in my travels to other places and realms that may resemble these effects or this device?
Roll me a history.
A certain vampire? 19 plus 2.
Thinking about it and thinking back to your time in Barovia, you've only had a few very fleetish encounters with Strahd. Mostly him passing by and, messing with you or other people and then leaving.
Terrorizing the village.
Yeah, terrorizing the villagers, keeping things in check. At one point, you remember, while you were sort of in this decrepit town, going on this expedition with a few of the other were-ravens, you would come across this... You remember all of you suddenly filling with this chilled fear where you wanted to run, but everyone was sort of stuck. And you remember briefly seeing Strahd's wagon, his coach, pulled by his 2 nightmare horses, stroll through the town. And as it did, you can tell that he was in the back of the coach with another smaller figure. And briefly, as you recall this event, and you recall looking through the window, you can see that this smaller figure was holding a box.
Oh.
She's talking about her past.
Alright, so that's in that land. That's not good. Alright. Well, that's cool. That's my short rest.
And that is when, about after an hour passed, it would turn back to Zefsys' view. You would see the orcs marching up the mountain, and at this point, they're almost all the way up. Would you guys like to meet them partially down, or would you like to wait for them to get to the gatehouse?
Meet them before, we have no chance of getting out in case something goes wrong.
Nope.
Things won't go wrong.
And if you would like, you can bring shields with you in case you want to slide down the mountain. However, you would
Done.
have to leave the horses behind.
No, I can't leave my beautiful little ring.
What, horses
We're
can't
taking
ski?
the horses.
There's still
Isn't that one of the things that
Hey,
Angel
we
Fighter
can-
they had horses night where you could ski down the
I tell you
mountain on
what.
horses?
There's still flutter for
I-
whoever wants them.
I tell you what, you take a shield,
Go
you
die
go
on ski blades.
you go down the mountain, and if you survive, we'll come back and try it again.
I tricked the orcs once. I'm gonna do it again.
Spit on their toes. Who wants flutter?
I'll go out first.
Alright. So you all walk following behind.
It's okay, Flutter. We still love you.
I'm hopping on the back of his horse if we're running.
You would all follow Zefsys' lead as you're on the back of horses, and Zefsys is walking triumphantly in front of you. And the pathway is very narrow, so you're basically in a line.
Sorry, Flutter. It looks
And-
like your Zepsis is.
I'm presenting that I'm happy, but I'm sad. Like, we won, but I lost.
You would see
Where's the king?
5 figures leading this pack, this entire line of orcs that trails down the hill. And you would see what must be their leader next
These
to him.
aren't the ones that we were with before?
Some of them are. You recognize a few
Okay.
of the faces, including next to likely the leader of these frost orcs. You would see besides him is the chief from the other castle, not the castle, the shrine.
Did they bring mittens?
You would see that chief has a lot of scratch marks on him. He tried to bring mittens with all his life. But you would see what must be the full-on head chief of all of these orcs look at you, and you see him unravel something, look at you guys, look at it, just like, you must be the adventurers who passed through the shrine of Yinshi.
That's us.
Yep.
I see the fire has lit.
The dragon has been slain.
Yeah, I saw it fall down myself.
Where's the kitty?
You would see like I tried to bring mittens. Mittens fought back.
Oh.
I lost my pinky in the battle.
How much of his pinky's gone?
He's only got this.
You notice his pinky's falling on. It's wrapped up. It's like, Mittens was a valiant warrior, but I suppose that the shrine was Mittens' home. Anyway, as you were saying, great leader, yes, do not interrupt me again about your weird cat. No.
It's not weird.
Four.
Cat is beautiful.
Just in like people culture.
I'm not
I
even
know,
a
right?
people.
These fleshy people and their cats.
I'm not even fleshy. I'm furry.
You're made of more meat than me.
Well,
Land folk.
These fucking people.
what are you then? Where do you land folk? Did you live on land too?
You would see.
I'm just saying, you don't fuck with cats.
You would see the Grand Chieftain. The main defining factors of him is his fur coat's a lot thicker. He has a lot larger muscles, and he's probably at least 60 years or more older. Yet still somehow looks like he's in his prime.
And
As if he's like the alpha, and he
he's
has
an
large
orc?
tusk.
He's an orc?
Yeah.
And he has fur.
No, he has a fur coat.
Oh, fur coat. I thought you said he had, I'm like, what the fuck is this, a bug?
He does. His skin looks a little bit more of a bluish tone compared to all the green. And his tusks are a lot larger, and he has like a lot of battle scars, more than like you can count.
Is he a different type of orc, or is he just like a... It's just a distinct...
He's like an
fire
alpha,
rank?
basically.
Gotcha.
He's like a born, destined to be the leader of the tribe looking
Hell
person.
yeah.
And you can guess that also he's wearing these magical crystals, so he probably has magical power of some kind. And then he looks at us like, you all did us a great favor by giving us our great fortress back. And as the chieftain who has resided in the shrine requested, one of your rewards is bring out the bell. And you would see 3 orcs all struggling to lift this massive.
Oh my fucking
Bell.
god! You brought it up the mountain.
they drop it
Yeah.
down on the pathway. It almost blocks half the path. It's like your prize.
How are
I'm
you?
gonna go see if I can pick it up with one hand.
I hate this.
You have to use 2 hands to pick it up, and it's a pain to lift.
Why did you want the bell?
Cause
Can I put it in my?
you'll see.
No.
I'll see.
There's
Like,
no way it would fit in
It
my.
would not.
No. Salamanders wouldn't be very impressed with that. Salamanders, can you shrink it?
how are you gonna move it around? It's your prize.
Alright, now we're gonna tip
I'll
it
just-
down the mountain and we're all gonna get in.
We're gonna put Zefsys in it, roll it down the mountain.
That's how you get down the mountain.
Bing, 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 yeah.
Bing bong.
Every dragon in a 1,000-mile radius is drawn to us.
And I get to the bottom safe and sound, and you guys die by dragon.
What I'm?
All you
I have
hear
a
through
really
the silent
strange
wood is just
question.
bong bong bong
Is it
bong.
cracked?
The bell is in basically perfect condition.
Alright, so if one were to get some sort of large copper or brass cap forged to close the other end, could one make a submarine?
I mean,
I don't know
yes.
why.
Technically, it would be a
This is just
caisson.
what first came into my mind.
It
I
would be
just
more
wanted-
of a case that you drown in, but
No,
yeah.
a caisson. A caisson is where you have, like, basically a container that you push down with heavy weights in it.
You just stay there.
I don't know why. I just think of this stuff.
But
Okay,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
You're able to use some ropes to strap it to the back of your bow, but like you would definitely have to drop it if you ran into an encounter because it is over encumbering.
That's the biggest cowbell we've ever seen.
He's got a thing for
And there
golden
is actually
bells.
some blankets and stuff shoved in it, so that way it
It's a
doesn't
cow
just
thing.
constantly ring.
What? Oh, okay. Since that.
Take out the donger.
Shh.
The donger in the middle.
The dog is your gold.
What I'm gonna do is take the rope, tie it around like where like the bell hangs from, where it like connects, and then I'm gonna not connect it, but I'm gonna hold it as I ride my horse. So it's gonna be dragging down the mountain.
The horse will probably die.
Your poor
Why
horse.
don't you just take out the dong thing? I forget what it's called.
The ringer?
Yeah, the ringer. Just take it out. Why are you tying it with the bell? Yank it out.
Because it might take away its value.
I'm gonna write down
No,
an
I
idea for
didn't
a
say
spell.
destroy it. I
custom
said just
spell.
take it out.
I want to use this spell. I want to study it for a
Could
moment,
they
and I want to concept,
Put it back
not
in.
create, but concept the idea of the
We're gonna
spell.
melt
where
it
you
down
can
for
summon a
gold.
giant bell around you to act as a giant protective
We're gonna
shield
melt it
for
down.
Where are we
rabble.
going? Philadelphia?
We're gonna sell it for gold.
What, to the new America that just formed? And
Do-
like,
do
hey,
you
you
wanna
guys need a
know-
giant bell?
Do you want to know how much that
I'm
bell
just
is?
gonna be like waving to the chieftain as
2,500
they're
gold.
complaining.
Are you gonna complain?
They're fighting over there.
No.
He's addicted to gold.
Are
just
you
gonna
not
have-
happy with the bell from the shrine?
Lila, quite please.
No, he's not. He
No,
complains.
what? No, I'm happy with it.
The bugbear.
Eat your roach.
That's who.
The orc is.
Yeah, the orc.
I'm sad.
Where's Charlie? Also, roll me a deception, by the way.
With luck.
Oh, and this is the orc I was talking about that just like thunder.
Please let there be a 20 in there or something. 15 and 18?
16.
16 and 15?
Yeah.
And wait, deception? Ooh, +1. So, yeah.
17.
You see the 4 chiefs behind the Grand Chief, like, that's one hell of an orc. Dressed like a
I'm gonna drop to my knee and just like
And unfortunately, Charlie.
the fighting with the dragon killed Charlie and fused this costume to my orc hide.
Why are you pretending to be like us, bugbear?
The Lobizona is just gonna have whatever, like,
I'm-
legs crossed on one
wait,
side of the horse.
I'm gonna
like-
start writing away.
You don't.
What?
No, you don't understand. His arms haven't worked until today.
Because you have given us our home back, I will pardon you for pretending.
He's kind of stupid.
I'm gonna like slap him with a whip.
Roach?
Not the chief, like him, Zefsys. I'm gonna slap him with the blood into
No,
my
you're
whip.
gonna kill him.
No, I'll die. You're below 20.
I'm not whipping you, I'm acting
No,
like
I'll
it.
drop the club. On purpose.
And then the nitroglycerin club will explode.
With an anti-luck and
It's
roll
here.
at
The thing,
disadvantage.
the shy cat. It's here.
Makes...
What is he doing?
Uh-oh, it's a Miko break.
Miko!
Yeah.
Do the meow. Say the line.
Charlie.
Miku! Okay.
The cow's like, no.
Anyways,
Charlie courageously died fighting for what he believes.
And that is the orc way.
Yeah.
Is fighting for what you believe in to the bitter end.
what do you
We
believe
miss
in?
him dearly.
What do you believe in, Zefsys? Lobizona looks over at you. I'm putting you on the spotlight in front of the orcs.
I believe I saw another snack. Anyone? Anyone?
What do you believe in?
I'll take one.
He believes in the Goblin
I
King.
believe, I do. I believe in the Goblin King and how to unite all the races, the orcs, the goblins, and the bugbears into one master race.
Calm down, Hitler. I mean,
Widen.
Wait, I never heard this part of the prophecy.
You must be talking about the crown more longer.
Maybe we should talk about this later.
Uh-oh.
He never told me about this.
If
You
you
didn't let
want
me
to
get that
go
far. I
on
died every time I start talking about it.
Maybe that was a sign.
If you are to go and try finding that crown and making that thing you believe in true, something that hasn't been true for thousands of years, then
Very good.
I wish you
Hitler.
luck, but I believe only orc blood is worthy of that crown.
I'm gonna spit on his feet.
What the fuck?
I thought that's what orcs do.
You see like the chief from the Slythverse place, like that's chief from the Yenshi place, be like, that's what we do.
Racist.
We all do something different.
Y'all do
Smack
racist stuff?
the crap out of you.
That's it.
fool.
So I'm trying to
He
die.
finna.
I'm trying to die. I'm trying to get out of this.
Stop talking.
Walks a bit further away from the group with the fucking
They're
horse.
literally not even hostile.
I'm gonna just start running away.
Please,
Trying
let us
to run
eat.
away with my belt.
Let us eat something.
Eat something. Go for it. I don't care.
You were just.
Whose horse am I on?
There's
Yours? No yours?
If you want to just take the horse, you can. I'm gonna have to stay here and be his lawyer.
Get on the horses. We got things to do, okay?
Take
No
diarrhea.
offense to you guys, but this bugbear's gonna hold us here all day. And
He's
we
gonna
got
get
to
us
save the
killed.
world.
He's gonna get us killed.
I will make sure that all the orcs and the future of the Frost tribe know of your names. I thank you for your services.
And I'll honor you where I can too, orcs.
If you ever need a place to stay, feel free to come to Icehold.
Sweet. If you ever stumble upon a mushroom island, just tell them you're with me.
what's this guy's name?
The Grand Chief,
Yeah.
I am Chief Beelzef.
BLT.
GPLT. Maybe that's why I wanted to feast.
Alright.
And you guys would be able to quite easily safely passage down the mountain, as you would see pass by lines of orcs that like congratulate, and some of them like throw small gifts at you that are basically worthless, like sewn together, or not like sewn together, like twig idols of all of you.
Yeah, you use
Sweet.
prestidigitation to like make flowers and celebration confetti come out of my hands like
Sorcery!
yes.
Whoa!
Yay.
I'll collect as many as I can as we go down the mountain.
Mini me.
My fake flowers.
See,
Real question.
no.
They're actually
your
just
stuff,
throwing
their
mushrooms
stuff.
with sticks for arms.
Real question. Who has the most miniatures of themselves made?
Everyone roll a D100.
Okay. 99!
Whoa! Blue high.
Roll that. It's D100.
69! Woo!
I got 67.
96.
420.
You
What'd
can't.
you get?
Mine was 51.
So you
can't
have
beat
the
that.
there's the least amount of bunnies and the most amount of Lobizona and Bo.
Man, I guess they just couldn't find
Oh,
enough
mine have
ones.
giant. Oh, mine have giant penises on it. So
Looks
69.
like a puppet.
Why? What is why?
Your arms didn't work, so we made something else.
I had this,
I'm gonna
guys.
take a sip from the mug.
I'm just gonna play my shit and sing a story about our travels.
Does their horse struggling with the bell?
It's like your horse is a little bit
Alright,
chugging, but it's fine.
Instead, hold on. Instead of riding the horse, I didn't use all of my rope, right?
There's already rope attached to it to like sort of wear it as like a backpack.
See,
A big bell-shaped backpack.
Bell donger.
see, what I was gonna do was connect the bell to my back, and just have my horse walking with me.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah, that.
What's the donger and a bell called?
Are you gonna let your poor dad
A clapper! A clapper! That's
I've been
what
called
The
a,
bells.
I've been called a clapper before.
Gonorrhea?
Clapper of cheeks.
So you're walking with a bell backpack now besides the horse.
You acquired gonorrhea from the Frendigos.
And you all would continue to walk down the mountain. And then you would see that speed cart was lagging behind. He runs up, she's like, I for some reason almost just stayed at the castle.
That's
I forgot
with
the
me.
I forgot to walk.
That
We were
would've-
hoping.
Oh man,
I
I'm
mean-
sorry. You didn't get any miniatures of you.
Skyrim moment, you leave your NPCs behind and they come after you randomly.
I didn't get any. I rolled a 4 to 100.
I'm gonna make him one.
I do. It looks just like me.
That's right.
Smells like shit too. Sorry.
I smell bad.
I'm gonna whip you.
I'll remember that.
Please do.
Right, I can't do that because you enjoy the pain.
I love pain.
He's just saying that because he got the least amount of minis.
I don't really care. I've never been popular.
Ooh, so ladies don't like you. You're right.
Some people like me.
Ancient
Enough to make
Nordic
some
sexual
idols.
transmitted disease.
On the other note, the loot that you're able to get from the horde was a total of 450 CP, which you guys can figure out how to divide this on your own.
I don't like the name of that.
You have 450 copper pieces, 182 silver pieces, and 312 gold pieces.
Ooh.
I'll take 50 gold and call it a day.
Noah's how many
No.
copper?
Wait, 50.
There is 450 copper.
Which is how many gold?
4.
I was really just there for
Is
the
it silver?
sword, so...
There is also 2 potions of water breathing and 2 potions of healing.
What is this, freaking Minecraft?
I can't breathe, so unfortunately I can't take these great potions.
I want a potion of water breathing.
I've never taken any potions before in all this because
I'm gonna take the potions and I'm gonna look at it with my spyglass.
Yeah.
You notice that one of the potions of healing has that weird celestial marking on it.
So, does any of them have any other language on them?
The rest of them have no languages, I don't know.
I need health potion.
I need help now.
Definitely.
You got
Alright.
like sleepy time
Potion
tea.
of water
Can I have
breathing?
one of those potions, please?
Yo,
I've never taken any loot during a battle. Well, except from this club. It's
Because
gonna
you
be awesome.
died, you don't get a chance
I
to.
mean, you know, then take it.
Okay.
I have the sword. I don't
I get a
need
potion.
anything else.
So do I. I don't think so.
No, she got
Yeah,
a
but you don't
potion.
die as often as I do.
That's why.
Can I get the celestial seasonings one or